morning, Veronica. It's 7 a.m. The weather in San Francisco today is 65 degrees, surf conditions are bad, and high tide will be at 10:52 a.m.
Oh, Jarvis, is that you? Welcome back to Fact or Fictional, the show where we look at cool tech from your favorite movies, TV shows, books, and comics, and ask, is this really possible? And if not, why not? Last week we ventured into the fringes of science and explored the possibilities of accessing parallel universes. Can you explain some of the real scientific theories behind the ideas of alternate dimensions?
So in the case of Schrodinger's cat, they set things up so that maybe the cat is alive and maybe the cat is dead, and you don't know until you look.
For all of you fringe lovers, be sure to go over to the Science Channel on November 20th to catch the rebirth of the show. So, if you're looking to integrate Siri into that creepy Tupac hologram, this is the episode where we figure out if that's possible.
Hello, what's up?
The amazingly convenient technologies of J.A.R.V.I.S from the Iron Man franchise might be more realistic than we actually think. And we've brought the wonderful Dr. Kiki on to help us figure it out. But first, I wanted to see what you guys thought. Scott Udall from Twitter says, if I can't have my very own sarcastic British AI by 2025, then I don't know why I keep on living. At Winterwind said, I think we're still at least a decade or two out from that sort of AI between computational power and the programming needed. And at Your Store wrote, I would say probably 5 years. Already have some contextual AI, missing is environmental/situational awareness.
Veronica, Dr. Kiki Sanford has arrived. Shall I send her in?
Yes, Jarvis, send her in, thank you. Well, Kiki, thank you very much for joining me in my wonderful nerd basement here.
You're welcome.
I hope you're comfortable. I gave you my little snuggle buddy.
I get to pet the dragon.
Yeah, only the person who has the dragon is allowed to talk, so I guess I'm breaking my own rule already.
Shush.
One of the things that I was hearing a lot about on Twitter when I started talking about Jarvis-like AI was Siri, of course. So can you explain some of the voice recognition software that makes Siri possible?
So the voice recognition software usually is based in the idea of frames, and so it records certain segments of time as you're talking. So we're talking and recognizing words and phonemes and all of these things that we put together to make language, right? And when a computer is parsing it, it's not going to just hear a word and know what the word is. So it's all of the sounds, the vocal frequencies that are coming out of your mouth into the microphone. And so the frames get then parsed into recognizable segments that are compared against a database of words. And so all of the words then get compared against the sound, known sounds get translated into known words, and then you have the actual recognition.
But then we have something like J.A.R.V.I.S that almost seems like you are talking to a real person. How far off do you think we are from that kind of technology? Because obviously Siri is not so hot with this sometimes. I mean, she's definitely still got a very long way to go.
Every year there's a competition with chatbots to see if they can fool a person. And so
I've heard of those.
Kind of have the computer be thought of as a human. And this year, 2 computers actually were thought of as humans, and there were a couple of people who were actually, the judges thought they were computers. So there was a little confusion in the judging this year, but this just goes to show that the conversational technology is really coming along. However, actually talking to an AI, talking to an intelligent system that really understands what you're talking about, really gets the context of everything that you're saying to be able to converse, that's probably a real great AI is probably, I don't know, 2050?
I have no record of an invitation, sir.
Merging it with like holographic technology, and that's another thing that's kind of Jarvis-like, and we've seen, you know, like Tupac, for example, made his recent reappearance at Coachella.
And scared a bunch of people, I guess.
Scared the crap out of everyone, yeah. So what do you think, like, are we able to merge those kinds of technologies together, or is that something that we'll also see after the 2050 mark?
Well, holographic technology, 3D holographic technology still has a long way to go to make it all the way to what we were, when you watch Iron Man and see the way that he throws things around and he's like, I'm gonna do this, and he throws it around, or even Tom Cruise in, totally gonna blank on
Minority Report?
Minority Report, exactly. That kind of stuff, we're still not quite there, but Microsoft is working on this kind of technology, and this year they developed 3D interactive holographic technology. It was like the beginning of 2012 that has cameras that sense where your hands are, and there are lasers that are lasers and cameras that sense where your hands are so that you can actually interact.
And then you have to combine it with something like really high-end, like nuanced style technology that has that really great voice recognition stuff built in at the same time. So
exactly.
Yeah, that seems like it's maybe not within the next 10 years either.
Yeah, maybe not within the next 10 years, so I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, Veronica. But
And this is a thing that only Tony Stark is going to be able to afford. I mean, I don't really foresee, even if it comes out within the next, 40 years or so, that it'll be something mass market, something that every consumer can own in their home. Well, thank you so much. I think this has really cleared it up. I guess I can take J.A.R.V.I.S off my Christmas list for this year, maybe when I'm doing the math, 75-ish.
Hey,
awesome.
You can always dare to dream, right?
Thank you, that was fun.
You're welcome.
Like we said, I don't think it's unlikely to expect an at-home voice recognition butler service in the near future. However, I'm not sure it will ever be as cognitively receptive as J.A.R.V.I.S.
You are not authorized to access this area.
Unfortunately, I'm going to give this one a fictional. Sure, Siri is cool and all, but Tony Stark is not impressed. And do you want your face on Fact or Fictional? Send me a video response letting me know what tech you want to see right here on the show. If it's tricky enough, you might see yourself on a future episode, or just let me know what you think in the comments right here below. Until next week, I'm Veronica Belmont, and this is Fact or Fictional on TechFeed. Be sure to subscribe to see all of our new episodes. I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, this is Veronica Belmont, and you are watching Fact or Fictional. What are you doing here, Belmont? Are you concerned that your parallel universe identity is stealing your real one? Go.